Hey everyone, and welcome to the end of the year book tag. We're officially in November, so we're heading towards the end of the year, so it's the perfect time to do the end of the year book tag. So let's get right into the question. Question number one is, are there any books you started this year that you need to finish? No, generally if I start a book, I will finish it within that week, that month, or whatever. I do not sort of drag books out that long, so no, not at the moment. There are series I need to finish, but not individual books. Question number two is, do you have an autumnal book to transition into the end of the year? I read a lot of spooky books in October because obviously it's spooky season, and now I'm just back to my normal fantasy and sci-fi, so no, not really. Question number three is there a new release you're still waiting for? I'm gonna be honest, and I do not keep up with new releases. I'm gonna try and do better for that next year. That's one of my New Year's resolutions, but I think all of my most anticipated books have arrived now, because I've got A Christmasaurus Carol, I've got Fragile Threads of Power, I've got the latest Skullduggery, and I can't think of any others that could be coming out. Actually, tell a lie, there is Derek Landy's latest Avengers one, which is on Marvel Unlimited at the moment. It's coming out one issue a week, so definitely really like anticipating that and reading all of those volumes, all of this kind of thing, so I'm going to say that one. Question number four is, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? I mean, there are a lot that I want to read before the end of the year, but if we're talking specifics, there is The Knife of Letting Go by Patrick Ness. I really want to read this one because it's been on my TBR for a while now. There was a read along for it a couple of months ago, and I completely missed it because it just completely and utterly, like, came out of my mind. I just completely and utterly, like, missed it essentially, so I really want to catch up now. There is also Eragon, which I've been promising myself to read for the last 4 years. I mean, I've owned it for the last 12 and I haven't read it yet, but I've promised myself every year that I would read Eragon, so it's about time I did that. And then also there is The Lost Book of the White, which is the second one in the Magnus and Alec series that Cassandra Clare's doing in the Shadowhunters universe, which then just leaves me the latest trilogy to read next year, which will be perfect. There is also like my Captain Marvel and General Marvels collection. There is also Derek Landy's like Avengers, like I just mentioned. There is also 101 other things as well, but I think those 3 are enough to be getting on with for now. So I'm just going to leave it there and move on to the next question. Question number 5 is there a book you think could still shock you and become your favourite book of the year? I don't think so. I mean, maybe The World We Make, because I really want to read this one. I really enjoy N.K. Jemisin's work, so maybe this one. Maybe some of my Captain Marvel stuff. Maybe the 10th Doctor Adventures comics that I've got. Maybe. I mean, there's a couple of possibilities, but iffy. And then also, actually, there's the 2 new books that I got from Hannah from Ladder M's Waypoint book subscription, and she also absolutely always nails it, so I could manage it there as well. And also, by the way, if you want to get 30% off your first box with Hannah and see how well she nails it for you, you can use this code here, which is BeccaFM23 for 30% off your first order. But enough of the spawning, but maybe one of those. I mean, there's a couple of possibilities, but I don't think anything's going to really become my favourite book of the year because it's going to take a lot of doing to get past Fragile Threads of Power. And finally, question number 6 is, have you already started making reading plans for the next year? Not really. At the moment, I'm just kind of focusing on trying to build my business at the moment. I'm just trying to keep on top of all of the books that I'm trying to read. This kind of thing. I'm not really focusing on end of year goals at the moment. There's a couple sort of playing in the back of my mind, but I mean, at the moment, I'm just kind of waiting until like December, and then I'll start making all of those plans, because at the moment I think it's a little bit too early, just personally for me. At where I am right now, I'll see the lay of the land, see what what books I've got, what kind of things I achieved this year, this kind of thing. All of that's ready for like December, so I'll start making those plans then. And that is the end of the end of year book tag. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give me a thumbs up. Comment down below, tell me a book you really need to finish before the end of the year. I'd love to know. Or if you don't have that much time, leave me a calendar emoji down below to let me know that you were here. I'll also leave a link as well down below to all of my social media if you want to check it out, including to the Comic Book Sanctum, which is my website dedicated to Marvel Comics, as well as a link as well down below to my Etsy store, which is my bookish merch business if you are interested in that, or if you just want to see any more of my videos, please click subscribe here, and over here will be the link to my previous video. Until next time everyone, bye!